What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Culture Cops. I am one of your hosts, Nico.
I'm the co-host, Waz.
So, in the spirit of Pride Month, not sure how many people out there know our story. Waz is my son. Like, I gave birth to him. I am his biological mother. I had Waz when I was 17 years old, and from that moment on, we've had an unbreakable bond. I do have two other children, but he was my first, and I grew up very, very fast. I had to learn a lot, I had to get a good job, my education, everything, and today I am in a place that no one would think a teen mom would be, especially a gay teen mom. So yes, I came out when he was really young when I came out. The moment that I came out was, definitely wanted to make sure I felt comfortable and I felt loved and I understood that I was still accepted, still his mom, that nothing was different. That was my main worry when I came out, was the reaction of my children. And I know that's my story definitely hits home with a lot of women that have had to come out and deal with, oh, but you have kids, how can you be gay? All these things that we have to get past and overcome to, swing those doors open and be ourselves. So like we said, in the spirit of Pride Month, we just wanted to tell people our story. This year is actually not only my first time going to Pride, but it's going to be Waz's first time going to Pride. And he's actually going to be performing in Pride with, I don't know.
I'll be performing with my boy Kid Lit. He blessed me with an opportunity to pretty much be one of his dancers. I'm working with Karma Styles, and he's one of the choreographers for Pose, the show on FX. So I'm working with him, and I'm also going to be choreographing some of the dances that will be performed on that wonderful day. I told Kidlet actually my story and my background of my mother and how that affected me and how I responded to it. And I guess it kind of just made him think about me in general when he was thinking of people to reach out to. So I definitely want to thank him for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. Definitely love working with him.
Absolutely. And just because we mentioned Pose, we want to shout out Jason Rodriguez, Slim Ninja. I think his character is Lamar.
Yes, Lamar, yeah.
He's an amazing, amazing soul. The thing that I love most about the response Waz has had to me coming out is he was like looking for opportunities to embrace the community, because he's like, oh, my mom is a part of this community now, and so that means I'm a part of this community. And he didn't want me to feel alone. He wanted to make sure I knew, like, listen, you're my mother. I don't care what community you're a part of. If you say it's good, then I'm gonna have to come over there and inspect to see what's going on and be a part of it too. He didn't want me to venture out by myself. So with him dancing all styles, I think it's been like a few years. He definitely was really into Vogue. And when I walked in Rainbow Fashion Week, he had the opportunity to meet a lot of people from the House of Ninja, which one of the main people that he met that really has left an impressionable mark on Waz was Slim Ninja. And from that moment on, he was going, and we live in Connecticut, so we would drive to New Haven. Waz would get on the train, go to New York, do an hour class, and come back, and which was a great experience. So from then to now, he's an amazing Voguer. I have been asked by 20,055,11 people, I didn't know your son was gay, and it's like, no, he's not gay, he's an artist. And as an artist and a creative, you embrace everything. You don't just say, oh, ballet is only for gay men, or voguing is only for gay men. This art and creatives, no, it's for all of us. I enjoy the fact that he doesn't allow those type of stereotypes to keep him from being a well-rounded artist. I like the fact that he's not one-sided and that he embraces all people and all styles, and there's room for everybody. be a hip hop artist, or everybody wants to put people in these boxes and give us these labels and these titles. And I hate being labeled. That's why I don't go around like, oh, I'm a lesbian, this and this and this, because labels are for clothes. You know, you're not going to label me. You're not going to put me in a box. I'm many things. I'm multifaceted, and I'm not going to be limited. And I raised Waz to be the same way. So I'm really excited that this is going to be our first Pride together. I've never gone, and for no particular reason. I'm just very old school, and I never went. So this is going to be fun. We hope to see all of you guys out there if you can make it. If you're performing on Sunday, June 30th.
On the 30th, yeah. I put all the information up in the video description, so that, you know, if you guys want to check it out, or, you know, just come and enjoy yourself, you'll definitely be able to. Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, the second, pretty much what my mom said, I wanted to, I mean, I had to look at things in the perspective of like, you know, who my mother was to me. And one of the biggest things that I had to understand was that she was still my mother. And I never really had, like, I've always had gay friends. It didn't really bother me. But I think it does put a lot into perspective when it's someone that you really care about, that person becomes in your life. And I think one of the things that kind of turned me into, or pushed me into the position I am in now, is the fact that I seen so many people that were so against it. And it always made me wonder, like, what is so wrong with, like, you know, liking the same sex? It doesn't change. Like, you know, if you take care of your kids, that don't change just because now you like men or women, or you just become this totally, utterly different person. And for me, it was one of the things that I seen was, at a young age, there was so many people that were close to us that did turn their backs on my mom. So I kind of felt like, you know, I was personally hurt, but I felt like for her, I was like, I can only imagine how hard it is to be someone that, you know, you're trying to just be yourself, and everybody's telling you you're wrong for being yourself. So I remember when she told me that she liked women, I think you were like expecting this whole like disappointed look, and I was actually I was happy about it, to be honest.
You were like, why didn't you tell me sooner?
And yeah, I was like 12, and I remember like one of the things that that kind of gave me reassurance was the look in her face. Was like, okay, you know, he accepts me for who I am. And, you know, she didn't necessarily have to say that for me to see and feel that. So from there on out, you know, as I got older and I started getting more in depth into my dance career and what I wanted to do, I got to a cap where I was kind of trying to figure out, like, what did I want to do next. And I remember, like, you know, playing around, like, we would always dance growing up. And one of the things that I kind of promised my mom was that, you know, at a certain point I would learn, you know, go learn in Vogue pretty much. And I kind of put it off for a few years, didn't really touch it at all. And that's like, like she said, she had an event for Rainbow Fashion Week. We went there, and I ended up running into Slim Ninja and a few other ninjas. And it was crazy to me because no one knew who they were. Like, as a dancer,
Right.
you know who dancers are. Like, you don't necessarily have to be in that category of dance to know them. But no one knew who they were. And they were going ham. I was all going sick. Jason was painted in this glittery, like, black paint. And he just looked bad dope. And I was like, man, he was going sick. So I remember talking to them after. And I was telling him I wanted to learn how to Vogue. And he was just kind of like, you know, come to my classes. And, you know, right before we left, we ended up having a situation that kind of, I guess, sealed the deal, where we ended up getting an argument with someone about trying to take a picture at the location we were at. And I guess maybe because of the way I was about the situation, like I ended up sticking up for them, because the way I see it is, you know, people shouldn't, no matter where you come from or who you are, you shouldn't treat people a certain way because, you know, you have a certain power or you're feeling this way. You know, people are people at the end of the day. So I think after that kind of definitely changed the dynamic of the relationship I formed with Jason. And I started going to his classes. And I remember took me a little while because he would hit me up all the time and be like, "Hey Chico, are you gonna show up to class or not? Or do I have to come and get you?" And I'm like, I'm gonna figure something out. Let me get out of work. I'm gonna do this. And then it just got to a point to where I was like, all right.
Because I think at one time he thought we lived in New York.
Yeah.
He didn't realize that we lived like almost 3 hours away.
Yeah, so I finally got to a point where I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna show up. And I remember the first day I went, my arms were killing me, and I posted it on my Instagram story, and he sent me a message. It was like, "That's what I like to see." So I was dying, but ever since then, it just continued on practicing on my own, and I would go to a class occasionally. And I remember when he got the opportunity for Pose, I was personally excited for him because I seen all the stuff he was doing before that.
Right.
And he was ready for what was to come. So definitely proud of being able to say I know Slim Ninja, and that he's the one that started me out voguing, and personally had a hand in developing me as an individual. Absolutely. So I definitely appreciate that as well.
Absolutely. So yeah, we just wanted to, that's not our full story, we would need long time for that.
Let me know. Long time.
But we definitely wanted to give you guys like a peek in of part of our lives, because we are very private people, but we see so many people struggle with that, especially parents and kids, and vice versa. But we all need to learn how to accept each other. And there's no levels to accepting somebody. If you love somebody and you care, you're definitely going to make sure that they know that you love them unconditionally no matter what. And so, yeah, in the spirit of pride, we just want to say love wins. We love everybody. We hope to see you there. If you do see us there, please, speak to us. We're going to try to speak to as many people as possible. Hopefully, we'll have, all our media stuff so that we can put clips into Culture Cops. So, I'm going to let Waz talk because I think I talked a lot. Let him close out.
Last thing I want to say is for the individuals that are, struggling with trying to figure out who they are as far as what they want to do, and, going off of the whole idea of, oh, this person is looking at me, or this person is watching me, or this person is, doing this. And one thing I can say is, honestly, I wish a lot of things I would have done a lot sooner, because of the fact that you get so caught up in what other people think.
Absolutely.
Those people, a month or 2 months or a year from now might not even matter, or might not even, be a factor in your life. Absolutely. And you held yourself up for so much time because of those people's opinions, and that might not even be their opinion.
Right.
So, for me, one of the biggest things was when I did start voguing, a lot of people had no choice but to respect it because of who I was as an individual. High school career, college career, very popular. I was a hip hop dancer, not to toot my own horn, but I know I'm good. That's I hate to say it.
Go ahead and toot it. It's nothing wrong with
and it's I'm a very modest person. I know what I can do. I know my capabilities. But at the same time, going from that real rugged street dancer background into a Vogue style, and starting to tap into electro dancing and all these different styles that require a little bit more of the feminine aspect.
Right. It's like being an actor.
Yeah, it's like being an actor. Yeah. And a lot of people don't understand that. For me, it's not about what looks good or, what looks cool. It's about what feels good and what feels right.
Yep.
And sharing that love and enjoyment of what dance is. It's not about, oh, he got swag. That's a part of it. That's one aspect.
Right.
But there's so many different elements and other aspects of dance that create the culture of dance. And I'm just glad to be a part of that culture and that aspect of dance that is involved in not only the dance community but the LGBTQ community. And I ISQI.
I mean, we're not aware if they've added any more letters, but
yeah, there's a lot of letters. So
but to piggyback off of that, we've met people that you would never think. You just by looking at them, you wouldn't think that they were as dope as they were when it came to like hip hop, or because they may have like a like a skateboard kind of look, and then they get out there and they're a b-boy, and you're like, what? Where did that come from? But that's why we can't sleep on each other. We can't sleep on each other. We can't sleep on each other's talent. We can't put each other in boxes. And I'm telling you, I know I've been guilty of that, because when we first like really started traveling and going to events and battles, I'm just like, and then, people come out and you're like, wow, you're dope. You never know who people are. You never know what they're capable of. That's why it's so important to just embrace, period. That's what this, I hate that we only, it's not Pride Month. Like Pride for me is all the time. But with it being Pride Month, I think that's one of the main things that we can definitely take away from it, is we should be embracing each other more. Absolutely. So, with all of that being said,
yeah, we're gonna end the video here.
Please subscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram. I am Twisted Native, the model. We're gonna make sure we put our call letters up there for you. And I'm
Waz_Lon. So yeah, it's WAZ_LON. Yeah, let's real keep it simple. But yes, definitely please like and subscribe to our channel. Definitely going to be dropping links to some different pages that you guys can go take a look at that definitely inspire us.
And follow Culture Cops, because it's new. It's very new, so we don't have that many followers. So please.
Yes, definitely do all of that, and just comment what you think, and we'd love to hear some of you guys' experiences in the comments below. And if this video resonates with you, definitely hit that thumbs up for us. We definitely would appreciate that. But all right, guys, thank you for tuning in.